Have you guys heard of the word called animal welfare? Many of you heard of the Animal Welfare Board of India? Yeah? So we have seen this word thrown in the newspaper, in news articles, and by many people many times. But there's actually a very big difference between animal welfare and what we saw in the beginning, that is animal rights. You see, animal welfare and animal rights are not the same thing. In animal rights, we are saying that an animal has the intrinsic value to do what it wants with its life, correct? In animal welfare, what they are saying is that an animal does not have any intrinsic value, basically what we're doing right now. However, we are supposed to exploit them in a way that causes them the least amount of discomfort or pain, exactly. So look at this picture here right now. This is taken from what you know as a free-range egg farm. Heard of this word, free-range eggs? So basically what used to happen in the past was, there will be a room like this, where there will be like, in this small room, thousands of chickens will be placed, okay? And each of them, like 3 of them are placed in a small cage where they can't even move. Like, imagine if in this small square, there were 3 more people standing here. And we are forced to stand like this, not for 1 minute or 1 hour or 1 day, for 2 to 3 years, non-stop. And all we're supposed to do is lay eggs. And then there's a cage over me, and then another 3 people, 1 cage, another 3 people, 1 cage. Understand? So people saw this and they told, oh my God, this is so cruel. We're hurting the animal, we can't do this. They didn't say, okay, let's stop exploiting animals. No. They told, let's remove all the cages and put them all in one big room. So right now, it's the same room, but there is no cage. This is not the, so basically again, thousands of birds here, living in their feces, living in their own urine, suffering and struggling, still being exploited for their eggs, but it's being done in a so-called animal welfare way. Do you guys understand this point right now? We are now exploiting animals in a way where we think it is less painful for them. Same thing goes for this picture. These are all a bunch of buffaloes who are being transported to slaughter. These are all buffaloes who used to work for the dairy industry. They used to be used for milking. Once they are no longer able to provide milk, they are being sent to the slaughterhouse. Now, when you look at this picture, it looks a bit sad, right? This is one small lorry and see the number of buffaloes there cramped upon each other. Now, the government and the Animal Welfare Board of India are saying that this is very bad. This is wrong. Please kill them. But when you're transporting them, please transport them only 10 in one lorry. At least give them comfort while they're being transported to a place that's going to kill them. Am I the only one that sees the irony here? We are going to kill you either way, but now we care so much, we don't want you to suffer while we're taking you to the place where you're going to be killed. That is animal welfare. Now, to make you understand this better, why this is wrong, I'll explain to you. Because depending on us humans, each individual person in this room has a particular tolerance to the kind of abuse that they can do to another person or another animal. Think of it this way. I have been to many slaughterhouses across India. They usually have a very blunt knife. And they'll keep an animal like a goat or even like a pig, and what they'll begin hacking the animal in the neck. First hack, somewhat blood comes, the animal is screaming. Second hack, this gets severed, the head is hanging. Third, fourth, fifth, and then chuck, the head comes flying off. Now people see this and you'll think, oh my God, that's disgusting. So animal welfare is saying that's so cruel. What you do is take this knife. It's a bigger knife. It's a sharper knife. You can kill them in one full stroke. So animal welfare is not against animal exploitation. It's once against us humans enforcing our beliefs on animals in a way that we think is less cruel to them. Think of it this way. Take 3 examples here. 3 people, let's say, have a dog, okay? The first person is saying that I am very kind to my dog. But if my dog, how many of you have dogs here? Anybody? You do? Does your dog sometimes make a mess at home, like you leave him there? It happens? Yeah, same thing here. So let's say the first person is saying that I am very kind and loving to my dog, but when I go out and I come back, sometimes my dog has chewed up my shoes. They have torn upon the whole house. At that time, I'm going to take a stick and beat that dog very badly because I want to teach him or her a lesson. And they're saying, according to me, that's not cruelty. Second person is saying, listen, I don't want to be cruel to my dog, but my friends have come to my house, I want to entertain them, and it's Diwali time. I'm going to take a firecracker and tie it to my dog's tail, and I'm going to light that cracker. Yes, the dog is going to be scared, but he or she won't die. They'll get minor burn injuries, but hey, it entertains my friends, and look, I am not such a bad person. I don't think it's so wrong for me to do that to the dog. Third person is saying, I am raising my dog, I'm hardly feeding the animal, I am giving them testosterone injections to make them more aggressive and angry, and then I am going to take them to a dog fighting competition where 2 dogs have to fight each other till the death. And then, by the way, these things exist if you don't know, dog fighting, just like bullfighting exists. So, till the death, and then one of them finally will die. It could even be my dog, but hey, I personally don't find this cruel as cruel. You see, cruelty depends and differs from person to person. What you think is cruel, I may not think is cruel. What I think is cruel, you may not think is cruel. It differs. But in the end of the day, we are making a big mistake here. Because who was the person suffering in this scenario? Is it us? No, it's the animals. So if someone were to ask you, hey, if I can kill you with 10 bullets, you might suffer for 2 minutes, or I can kill you with 1 bullet straight to the head, you will not suffer for more than 10 seconds. Which would you want? You know what you would say? Don't kill me. I want the third option. The best way to kill someone is to not kill them. So animal welfare has nothing to do with animal rights whatsoever. Because like I explained, we are once again pushing our values on them, and they do not want to be, they are not saying, oh, you're going to kill me now with only one big knife. Thank God. No. They are like, please stop it. So please, I hope you guys understand the difference there. This is very important. Animal rights is not equal to animal welfare. If an action is immoral, the point of contention should not be about how it is done, but rather that it is done. If animals have an intrinsic value to their life, then there is no justification in using or exploiting them in ways that seem less violent to our eyes. Again, this is rather a more technical way of saying what I just said. But do you understand that this kind of thought process also does not work anywhere else? Imagine this. Everyone here agrees that child molestation is wrong. There is not one person, I'm sure, who will say like, no, it's okay. No, everyone says it's wrong, right? However, let's say right now someone is coming and saying, but suppose if we give anesthesia to the child won't feel pain. Does that make it okay? Absolutely. Notice that this form of thinking, we will never apply it in the human context. When it comes to harming humans, we say no, very clearly. We don't say there are different levels to this. Similarly, from a logical perspective, animal welfare does not make any sense whatsoever.